talk about the women who shaped you. And I know your sister is... Oh, there she is.
My youngest sister.
Your youngest sister, Smita, is right here in the front row, and I'm going to go to her in a while. Talk about... I've met your mum. So that's two of them. I've met your other sister. So I've actually met three of the women who have had big influences on your life.
And I must say that in many ways it was very healthy growing up in a house of strong women. My father was a workaholic a bit, so he was very often running around. In addition to his office work, he also was extremely active in extracurricular activities, Kerala societies of various sorts in the cities in which we lived and so on. So Mom was the strong presence at home. And my own experience, which is not the same as my sister's, my own experience was a very tough taskmaster with impossible expectations that I was nonetheless expected to fulfill. So in some ways, trying to live up to the expectations of women, I think, has been instilled in me from a very young age. I'm only partly joking.
Yeah.
But Mom was a tough cookie. I mean,
Was she stern?
I was very good at taking exams. I kept coming first and everything. And even that wasn't good enough for her.
What would she say?
She would say, oh, but that boy did better. And that's a boy in another class who also came first in his class. But I mean, how does she know he did better? I mean, But it's just one of those things. She never wanted me to be complacent, I guess. She wanted me to keep striving. And that's great. She's now living with me. She's 89. And our relationship has never been better. But growing up was a tough experience.
What do you mean by tough? Like, explain.
Well, look, I mean, I think some kids could have cracked up under that kind of thing. I
Really?
remember the one year that
what was the pressure? Just to keep performing?
The 1 year I didn't come first in class, 8th grade, I'll never forget it. Came third. It was like there was a death in the family. There was a funereal atmosphere in the house. My mother could barely look at me. You know, she would turn her face away when she saw me. That was the kind of pressure. So it was a challenge. But on the other hand, I turned out all right, it seems, by and large.